track 4, LM4L. This track starts with a synth, which sounds like this. And the way it sounds like that, it's got an LFO, if I'm not wrong. And what I did, I recorded the main synth and bounced it into an audio track, so I could reverse a couple of sections and pitch them down without any problem, and it was just easy to manipulate, you know. We've got 3 different sections. Then we've got a couple of notes and chords that add richness to the mix and create the main melody for the B section in the track. In terms of kicks, we've got 2 kicks for this track, a main kick and a top kick. Notice the main kick, the low kick, is there. It's got a little low punch to it. Then we've got the beat, or the rest of the drums, the rest of the percussion, which varies a lot. This one has a very different percussion in each of the sections. You see all the instruments we've got. Most of them I turned them into audio files just to manipulate them easy with a bit more of ease. I don't know if that's, but you'll notice the more the track moves on, the greater amount of elements that are used in each of the sections.
Lucky me, found a place in music, something that suits.
Once again, the same mistake, so I'm sorry for that. After that, we've got a little bit of, you know, extra percussion. Just to add a little bit of whiteness to the track. And it really feels the spectrum of the final mixdown. We go to the final synths, which give us the close-up of the sound of the track.
It's all about being free, riding my
and these sounds act as a breakdown / outro. Now this track only has a sub bass, which varies throughout the track. And it's heavily distorted. It's got a very heavy distortion in it. It's compressed just to like the compressor is linked to the kick, so it's more like a side chain, and limited to maintain the perceived loudness.
On my quit, didn't wanna do that no more.
Playing them like a young horse. Now this is the vocal group. Once again, we've got various takes for each and one of the each set of bars. Then we've got a couple of dub takes, and then we process them through an EQ, adding tops, cutting a little bit of the lows, a little bit of compression, a de-esser. Once again, I did the de-esser trick. Now I know it looks like the same as the previous track, but each plugin is configured in a different way, just, you know, to suit the vocals the way I recorded for this track. Then once again, a bit of distortion. Now this distortion is a bit less crunchy than the previous song. We've got a reverb, a little bit of compression, and vocal rider to maintain the volume of the vocals throughout the entire track. For the final mixdown, we go with an EQ, cut and low ends, bit of compression, Ozone 7. Let me see what we've got here. We've got a multiband compressor. This time we've got an imager and a limiter. So back to this are the same elements used in the first track. Once again, they are manipulated to suit this track slightly. The L316, the Ultra Maximizer, and the limiter to finish it all off. And that's how we get LM4L, one of my favorite tracks.
A young horse, time passed. Never considered myself good enough to play. Locked in my room, pretending to be on a large stage. People screaming my name, love, thinking I was insane. Making stuff up even if it meant nothing. I was always rockin' till the day a friend showed me a PC game. There was a window, he changed the moment I realized.
Now you can see there's a lot of space and there's a lot of presence of the vocals. The compression really helped for the vocals to get them pumping through, like on top of the mix. And each element of the track, there's very few elements in the end. A couple of keys, a couple of pianos. Some are panned more to the left and to the right. Generally, my kicks, my sub, and my vocals, they stayed centered or in mono. And the rest of the elements, I try to find them space in the wider spectrum with a little bit more of a stereo image or more panning to one side than to the other. So let's move on to the next track.